Who's ready for some intuitive and channeled guidance for this week? And of course, whenever you find this video, whatever resonates is right for you. If you're new to my channel, I'm Anika Ray. I'm a spiritual intuitive who specializes in soul level guidance. And I really work with different kinds of guides that are high vibrational. So this reading will be split up into two parts. Part number one, we'll get general messages from the guides that show up for our reading. And part two, we'll ground it with tarot and oracle cards. You can watch both parts, you don't have to. And whatever, as I mentioned, resonates, you take that. Whatever doesn't, just leave it be because it's probably meant for someone else. If you are wondering what tarot oracle cards I'm using, I don't put them in the description, but they are right behind you, as are the guides. So let's just acknowledge what guides are showing up. I feel a lot of presence of, first of all, Ascended Master, Mother Mary. A lot of goddesses have been showing up in my readings lately, which is a good thing, and I'm sure you resonate. But I also do see some shamans, a lot of Mayan presence. If you resonate with the ancients and the ancient knowledge, we have high priests and priestesses here. And I know this sounds very much out there, but you're going to feel it if you resonate with this. I can only tell you what I sense and see. And these are, a lot of feminine energy, some that you were probably a part of. These are high priestesses from different constellation, and also they have been present on the planet in different times. I do see Egyptian, as I mentioned, some Mayan. I also see some presence from the Middle East, like that Persian kind of Gulf. So, these guides work with me in groups. They come through with specific messages. And again, open your heart and your mind. If this makes sense, it does. If it doesn't, at least the messages might, right? So we're going to jump right into the messages. So the first thing that I'm getting is a lot of us have given away power at different times and different lifetimes. Some you may recognize yourself as being in these situations, even in this lifetime, where you have that empathy and compassion, and maybe you even resonate as being empath. And a lot of times that has served you, but also perhaps people have taken advantage of you. I do see some betrayals, things that have happened to you, maybe even in friendships. It could be in relationships, like betrayals and sort of like backstabbing. And these guides are basically telling you to just call back your power. There's nothing that, this experience has taught you about giving away power. It is not, right? If you can really forgive yourself first, and then really allow for that healing energy to come through, because it has taught you, again, about boundaries, about giving away power, and now you can step into the empowered state. That will also mean you have to be very clear with your boundaries, because some of us have not. And this can mean friendships and what you can do for people and what you can't. So make sure you're really honoring your boundaries. Make sure you're honoring your heart's desires, that you're putting yourself first, because again, some of you have been putting yourself in the last place. This is not the first lifetime. This is what these guides have shared with me. Message number two, relationships. They're bringing up a lot of relationship confusion here. And I don't mean just relationship in a romantic sense. I mean relating to other people. Perhaps this has been hard in this lifetime. And again, a lot of past lives are showing up today. It's not an intentional things. This is what I'm being given. And this has a lot of sort of like dynamics that have, they're saying, kind of outplayed themselves, meaning, and it ties into this giving away power. So if you're in imbalanced relationships, whether they are parent-child, right, siblings, romantic relationships, it's time for you to re-examine the balance and power dynamic in this relationships. I see a lot of sort of like you're having to maybe be the bigger person at times, but they're saying that, again, you got to honor your boundaries and step in and advocate for yourself, whether you're a man or woman, non-binary, whatever it is. We're speaking here on a soul level. So step into the power, acknowledge that this relationship may be imbalanced for you, acknowledge where the imbalance is. And again, it is teaching you to, I think the right word is not just protect your energy, but preserve your energy, right? Like honor that you don't owe these people anything in this lifetime beyond what you are able to give them or sort of what you're open to. This kind of ties into the pattern of self-sacrifice, martyrdom, a lot of like giving, empathy, right? And it's worked for all of us thus far and in other lifetimes so that we can really go into our hearts and feel the compassion and carry that burden for humanity and for other people, but we're still carrying it. And before this session, I actually did some clearing, which we may do this this reading. I'm not sure how this is going to flow. So let us just kind of honor the messages first, honor that this is no longer supportive to you. And this may resonate, may not. Final message in a general sense is be brave to really embrace your path. They're putting it out there. Your path is bigger than what you actually believe, think, or know. And I don't mean just the purpose. I mean you walking your path, things along your path. And I don't mean like you're famous or you're going to get accolades or, and some of you may. But the thing is, it is about playing small. And it is about you really allowing yourself to step into that limelight. This is not the first time this message has come through. You have a powerful goddess, Isis. This is who's showing up. If you believe in Egyptian hierarchy, high priestesses, Isis is coming straight. And I'm clairvoyant, so she's like right in front of me as this gifting you the gift of bravery. Don't be afraid of your inner power and inner knowledge. Some of you are high priestesses. You have the wisdom that you're meant to share, and it goes beyond what you're really doing right now. Because what you're doing right now is kind of testing the waters, and what the guides are saying is, it's okay, you tested the waters enough. Now can we make a big leap forward? And again, they're not forcing you to do anything. They're just suggesting this as a sort of like a space where you can really be yourself and be very authentic. It is not about sharing it with other people only. It is about being you, honoring who you are. So if you are this unique, very authentic person, we are called into more authenticity for sure. Be bold, be brave. Show yourself in the light. Show yourself. Come as you are. This is what they're telling me. Come as you are. In front. Do not be afraid to show yourself. They actually are supporting you on this. Many lifetimes you had to hide behind identities. And now it's time for you to shine your soul's essence. It's a powerful message from Isis and also from the Ascended Mother Mary. And if you really find it in your heart to believe that, you will step into the light for yourself and fully be yourself and finally be comfortable in your own skin and on this planet. I want to leave you with that powerful message. If this resonated, please like, share, subscribe. If you need some personal guidance, I do offer soul-to-soul readings, which are channel readings. I also offer Akashic Records readings. If you follow my channel, you know that I do Akashic Records guidance as well. And those videos are posted weekly. And of course, if you want to learn a little bit more from me, these links for my classes will be in the description, my friend. So sending you lots of love and light. If you're not sticking around for part 2, I will see you next time. All right, we're flowing right into part 2. We're going to ground this reading. I love that we're doing that with tarot and oracle cards, which are some powerful to me spiritual tools, not just divination. This is more about guidance to me, guys, than prediction. So we're going to start with, well, actually, this is very odd because we're starting with oracle cards because the tarot cards that I picked kind of look like oracle. So we're going to start with Gaia's Garden, which is coming from Wisdom of Hidden Realms, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So I'm going to show you the card, and then we're going to talk about it intuitively. It says here, fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow, what you have planted. Can't really pronounce this word. I apologize. So the first thing that is coming through is, again, don't be afraid of who you truly are. You have planted the seeds in consciousness, in energy. Some of you have done a lot of work. Some of you, the guides are saying, are doing, and when we say work, we mean like growth. And so some of you have done the growth. And now it's time to really incorporate that wisdom, knowledge, energy, consciousness, and move it forward like the fire horse that we have as, our Chinese or lunar year, right? So moving it forward in a grounded way. The reason why this is Gaia's garden, right? Because it's supported by the planet. You are supported by Mother Earth, Gaia, and they want you to move forward. Now, I'm going to really just quickly see if there's an affirmation and this message here from Colette Baron Reed. You have everything you need to make your dreams come true. There's no shortage of anything, and you're constantly reminded of the law of supply. I love this. Law of supply. Gaia is the infinite spirit manifest in all tangible things. She represents the abundance of nature. When she comes to you as your ally, she invites you to partake of all the blessings of life. There will always be enough for everyone. Success comes to you from the fruits of your intentions, and it is all well with the world as a result. This is also a sign to remind you to give thanks and maintain an attitude of humility and gratitude as your greatest good now manifests for you. Gaia's gifts are sweeter than when you share them with others. I think this message is so beautiful, and I don't even need to add anything. I think we explored this card with all the depth that we can. We're going to move into our tarot cards, which is the Woman of Painting, the Queen of Cups. This is from William Blake's. It's one of the oldest tarot. It's beautiful, beautiful. If you're creative, a beautiful symbolism here. But this is very interesting because this cups here, and we, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But I really feel that this is about you co-creating with the universe. And there's a woman here thinking. So if you're doubting whether this is possible for you, whether your creation, whether your dreams are possible, whether you're doubting this a little bit, Spirit is really saying, and the guides, to, again, embrace your path. Step into the path with the energy of your heart, because the cups represent the heart. And Queen of Cups is here to literally, like these goddesses, to open your heart to receive. Beautiful. And then forgiveness. And if you followed the first part, I did say that there were things that could be holding you back. Now, listen, I have a lot of things here. When I set up this altar behind me, this is an altar, basically. This is what I'm setting up for each reading, if you're wondering. And it includes different things, crystals and herbs and, different things, different elements, including our Tarot Oracle, which is the energy supporting us here. So a lot of things we're coming up with fire and herbs. So this is a grounded approach. And what this is telling me is that there is this, it's not really just about forgiveness. It is about acceptance, that you're on this path that does include challenges. And it includes, and I hate to say it, we're going to get hurt on this path, but it doesn't have to stay with us. This hurt and betrayal. And that's what the guides are really calling you to really release the hurt and betrayal energetically and emotionally so you can move forward with the empowerment. And you know that on soul level, these people did not mean to hurt you. It was the best idea they had at a time. And I know this sounds awful, but if you can find in your heart to accept that this has served you somehow, and once when you find that, it opens you up to receive more, okay? All right, now we're moving into the quantum oracles and family, friends, and guides. Well, you already know that your guides are your friends and family. You have family beyond this realm. So if you're wondering and wanting more support, Spirit is right there with you. They're saying the magic is within you and that this circle of trust between you and the universe and your guides can only strengthen. They're there for you and with you. And I really just want you to, at this moment, maybe take a deep breath and just really acknowledge that they are there behind you, in front of you, around you. There's light, there's love, there's spirit, that you are made out of love and that you deserve more, okay? They're telling me not to even read this. This was a profound message. And then we're going to move into the reconciliation. Wow, this card is powerful. Wailing Tree from the Shamanic Dream Oracle. A lot of shamanic energy tonight or today, depending on when you're watching this video. It's almost evening for me. Honor the presence of whatever it is that's your shadow or the shadow itself. The shadow is not what is scaring you. What is really scaring you is what that shadow can do to you. You know, there's going to be negativity, lower vibrations, entities showing up all around you. But if you are grounded, if you're connected to spirit and to self, the pain that you have endured through lifetimes, the pain that you felt in this lifetime becomes a distant memory, a memory you don't have to hold on to, but just for the lesson. And I want to acknowledge what it says here. I actually took Alberto's Aviloldo's some of the classes with his with one of his teachers, shamanic classes, and it was awesome. And this is his Shaman Dream Oracle. Grief and mourning, a time of necessary loss is reconciliation. When you encounter the Wailing Tree on your path, it's an invitation to stay a while and regroup, a place for you to rest and allow yourself to say goodbye to what no longer serves you. You may have been overdoing things, working too hard, or putting too much effort into life with little reward. If you have been considering making a change, now it's a time to do so. One important thing to consider before you make any changes is that you need to allow yourself to feel your disappointment, your loss, and mourn what was and what could be. This is a way to honor your experience, to give yourself time to consider all the gifts that it has, to put proper closure on it, and really know what you've learned as you walk away from it into something new. What a beautiful message. All right, the final things I'm going to leave you is these two cards from the Egyptian Book of Death. Let me move these cards away so I can bring them up in the forefront. Cards of Darkness and Sekhmet. Oof, I can really feel that. So listen, one of the things, first of all, we have frequencies right showing up here, 1041, 1041, 4 and 1, 5, 1 plus 1 is 6. 6 is a very spiritual number. This has been a spiritual journey for you, not just this lifetime. You played out many karmic cycles. It's time to step off the karmic wheel. Sekhmet is here to remind you of that inner wisdom. And again, the shadow and darkness and pain that you have endured in different lifetimes. It's time to let that go. You no longer need to hold on to it. And you know why? Because it's no longer serving you. You don't need to remind yourself of the pain, only for the lessons you have learned. There's something about burying things. I don't know if you want to write a letter. This is what they're suggesting, or at least Sekhmet is coming to suggest, writing a letter of all the betrayals, pain, and everything that has hurt you in this lifetime, and burying it into the earth so you can let Mother Gaia heal. Some of you may be drawn to burning it, but I really feel burying it is going to be, you can, if you don't have a garden, you can just take it somewhere where you can do it. This is a very ceremonial thing. It's a shamanic thing. You can read the letter out loud. You don't have to. In the background, we have a lot of herbs, red clover herbs. For, red clover, you can look it up. A lot of things for red clover. It could mean stabilizing, grounding. The herbs are very much of the earth. If you resonate with red clover, you can put it around your house. You can drink the red clover tea. You can do whatever you'd like to do, or you can use it for this ceremony. And, they are really giving me some Egyptian symbols. So if you're drawn to Egyptian symbols, look them up. What is for integration and letting go? And now I'm going to just read briefly out of this darkness thing first. Key ideas is darkness and glooms. Following through Egyptian duet is the river of night, which was the spiritual representation of all the rivers of the world. It was a river of dark, black water, swat head and shadows and mist. For 12 hours each night, the sun god Ra would sail his barge through the darkness, fighting off the demons of the night as he went, in order to be reborn in the morning. Crossing the water is popular metaphor for death in many cultures, so it would seem that the Egyptian river of night is no exception, signifying a transition between life and death. When the dark card turns up in a rating, it's highlighting that you have been experiencing a dark night of the soul. Listen, I felt that. We talked about the pain in this reading. We've all been through different versions of this dark night of the soul. This could refer to bereavement, depression, illness, or something else. Whatever it is, the darkness is closing in on you and you feel that you cannot endure it. It may mean that a lot of you have been systematically stripped away of jobs, relationships, friendships, and so on. When this happens, it means that you're going through an initiation of some kind. And that's what I was feeling as well. To step into your path, you must let go of what no longer serves you. It's going to challenge you, can put you in places where you feel very uncomfortable. But that's what we're meant to experience at times. So if you are in that space, I'm sending you lots of love and light. I had to do that with myself. I'm feeling a lot of that within my body, especially with habits, letting go of lifestyle kind of changes, especially with eating certain things, letting go of sugar. That has been my biggest issue. And I feel that with incarnation. I feel that within a relationship with self, but I don't know what that is for you. You'll know where these things are asking you. Is it that you've outgrown certain things and you need to let them go? What is it that you're looking for, right? But this is about letting it go. It is hard to trust. This is what it says here, that it's happening for your highest good, and then there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Know that even in bleak times, new blessings are being sown in the darkness. Have patience. So I'm going to really leave you with this. We got the frequencies. Let me see if there's any crystals, because I kind of like to pull anything. I don't think they're crystals. This is sacred geometry. I have the Merkaba and the pyramids behind me. So if you're drawn to the energy of the pyramid and you're drawn to the energy of Merkaba, I really invite you to employ some of the metaphysical tools and to really clear your energy, get grounded, because you're going to need it. The world is a crazy place these days. The energy is very unstable, but if you're grounded, if your energy is balanced and clear, you're going to be able to handle this. I'm sending you so much love and light. As you know, I'm standing here as a catalyst for you. I'm no wiser than you are, my friend. I look at you in that way. I honor you, and I'm thrilled to be doing this for you. If you really like this content, please help me make more. Like, subscribe, and share this video to those that really need it. If you need personal guidance, then again, I want to honor you with personal readings. The links are in the description, and so are the links for my classes. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Until the next time, my friend.